What's up, guys? Eagle Hammer Sixer, and today I'm going to bring you guys a kind of a review slash why I think a couple things in game are broken. I've been testing these out for a little bit now, and reading some things on the forums and such. Are the new abilities and why, especially not so much the sacrifice one, but the newest one, the devotion threshold ability, is really overpowered in a lot of situations. Now we'll first go over sacrifice, which is a basic ability, so you can, and it has a 30-second cooldown, so you can use it fairly often. What it does is it'll heal 25% of the damage you do, and it deals 100% of your weapon damage. So it deals quite a bit of damage, and you can potentially heal between around 300 to 500 HP depending on how hard you hit. And you heal actually 100% if your target dies. So this is really helpful when you're doing Slayer, because basically if you kill it with it, and it does about 1,000 damage, as I was saying, so you can gauge when to use this. You basically get all your HP back, so it's very helpful for Slayer. Not so much in bossing, because you'd have to make this the last hit and then you'd get full HP, whereas in most bosses, talking God Wars soloing or even masses, you just use your regenerate ability, so you can use it alongside it, but you aren't going to get the hit and it count as the last hit a lot of times unless you're doing solos. So this is only really decent in solos, but it's still a helpfulness, especially definitely an ability to tack onto any of the bars that I've put up for any of the guides I have for soloing, because this is definitely going to give you a longer time to be at any solo boss, just due to the pure fact that you heal 25% damage. And the next one here we'll talk about real quick, the devotion one. Now this is where a lot of problems come in. Not only does it break the whole 50% prayer thing with when you pray anything as deflects, it deflects, well, it prays against 50% damage. So if you're attacking a monster with melee, a monster's attacking you with melee, it will provides 50% damage. This will provide 100% damage for 20 seconds. Now, if you're doing Slayer, this is really overpowered because it has a 60-second cooldown and it lasts for 20 seconds. And if you can kill an opponent within those 20 seconds, you get an extended effect for 5 more seconds. And this can last for multiple opponents. So if you get to kill within 20 seconds, like 2 or 3 opponents, which is fairly easy when you're doing a Slayer task, especially at low levels, and you get another 5 seconds tacked on, so automatically you can just keep killing. You can basically constantly use this devotion ability practically, and deflect 100% of your damage constantly. So you can extend Slayer tasks to where you don't have to bank for a lot of Slayer monsters, where before you needed to for like black demons and such. And this also kind of defers a lot of other things. One major thing is, well, there's a few major things in PVM, but the one major thing I'm going to talk about and touch on is for soloing the Corporal Beast. This is really, really overpowered because you can use this ability, and when the Dark Core comes out, you cancel all damage it does. So it's effectively bringing back where if the where you could disable the core with a I don't remember which bolt it was, but with a crossbow and bolts you'd be able to stun the core. This is basically like you can have the core on top of you for 20 seconds and be able to put out full damage output without having to run around the Corporal Beast like a retard soloing, which is a extreme buff, which is so overpowered, ridiculously overpowered. As well as that, it does Virago when you're a lot of people are not familiar with it, but bomb tanks basically tank out all the bombs when Virago sends them out, and if you're praying magic, which is what it hits usually, which is what it hits all the time, this will save you for 20 seconds of bomb tanking, which is only going to be 20 seconds, but still you can see a bomb coming, throw up the devotion ability, and bam, you're protected for 100%. And that's along with already ones that already help bomb tanks, which is the resonance ability and the reflect and the barricade. So basically bomb tanks now, everyone's going to want a bomb tank at Virago, because you can basically get so much protection from it. It's ridiculous. The third thing it's overpowered for is the KK one-hit KO. Now this is kind of more random because obviously when you get greened, unless you have the right protection prayer up and you are already using the devotion ability, you kind of will still get hit with it. So you have to like preemptive strike it and get lucky. This isn't so much as a problem or overpower, but it's possible to use it, and I guess get solo kills a tad bit with a tad bit more success at Calify King, but still it's very minuscule on what it actually does for Calify King, although it does help out obviously for just for Calify King in general. For Mage Phase, bam, I haven't tested it out. I'm going to, and I will release a video when I do, but for Mage Phase, if this works on Mage Phase, this is going to be ridiculously overpowered because you can sit there with like range and just range. I have not tested it for Mage Phase yet. I've tested it for the green because I wanted to make sure, but I have not got to the Mage Phase testing for it. So I will release that when I get to it and see, just probably complain some more. And then the one last thing that I believe, what was it? I can't remember what it was. It's just overpowered in a lot of ways. It helps out Cerebos because how much damage Ceridonium, Commander Zillion, can put out. Just the pure fact that you get 20 seconds of pure protection prayers is just beyond belief. I really think they need to nerf this because it does break a lot of combat systems. Even before pre-EOC times, a lot of bosses could hit through your prayers, and with this it basically allows you to just 1/3 of the time at any boss basically or anywhere you just don't get hit. Now I'm getting the 1/3 from 20 seconds and it has a cooldown of 60 seconds, so that's 1/3 of 1 minute, so 1/3 of any time you can be protected fully, which is really overpowered. Maybe what they should do is like demote it to like a ultimate ability. Well, I guess promote it, which would diminish its use as well, or extend out the extend out the time that it can be used, so like the cooldown time of 60 seconds, extend it out further to maybe 2 minutes, or like I don't know. I do not know what the other ones are. Like this one's 60. I guess I don't know what you'd extend to, because it even regenerates. I guess rejuvenates 300 seconds. So that's what, 4, a little under 3 minutes. So maybe 2 minutes, or just slash it down to like 75% effective. So above boosts it to 25% effective, but you still get hit with some damage. Because I just feel like it's too much of protection. And then also the killing opponent should be like limited to like 2 or 3 or something to an effect where you can't completely just keep spamming things and kill them and get more time added on. But that's about it. That's all I have to rage about today. I'll be posting some more videos soon. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.